Alright, this is from a different buyer. I end up having to get all the wrapping off the box itself, which was quite a challenge, as you can see. It was stuck on there pretty good. Had my packing list, had all kinds of different stuff on it. So I figured I wouldn't waste your time while I was taking the outside packaging off. I do like the way it is packed. Alright, so with this one there was a bunch of MVP cards that I end up purchasing. Let's see if that's all of them. And then I even have a little bit more interesting stuff in this box. It was a pretty fun auction the guy had. So, we'll start with the MVP cards. Jeff Carter rookie. I like it. That's pretty fun. Mike Richards. These are some fun cards. Eric Nystrom. And like I said, as far as these go, I have no idea about worth. You know, I buy them because I enjoy cards. And, you know, I'll look up values and look up whether or not I want to send stuff out to get graded or not, and do all that research a little bit later on. Actually, that's double on that, isn't it? Let's see. Sure is. Nice. Well, send them out, maybe get consecutive gradings on them and find out if that does anything better for it or not. You never know. Renee Bort. Alexander Steen. Nice. Got an autograph on that. Thank you, Andy. Well, I guess I got a bunch of these Mike Richards out of this collection here. That's the third one. Awesome. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I might corner the market. You never know. Ryan Sutter. Perugia. Tim Howard. Alright, Keith Ballard with the Coyotes. I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. I bet you all do, though. So, why don't you leave the link in there, leave a comment for me, and tell me how to read that one. Alright, so this one did not end up in the sleeve, but it is a Budai signed. That is awesome. Oh, Peter Budai with the signature too. Alright. We're going to put that off to the side till I get my protectors. Right now, that is a pretty awesome card. I like it. Duncan Keith. Got another autograph. Matt Foy. I'm not sure who Lee is. I'm sure I probably should know, but, you know, don't get to watch all the teams all the time. But yeah, I gotta say, I do like these Upper Deck MVPs. Ends up they're I like the way they're put together. There's Robert Neeson. We got a Seabrook signed. Yeah, look at that. Ain't that cool? Gotta love that. Alright, Andrew with a signature. Got another one here. I'm not even sure. I know I should know him. Anyway. Jan Dennis. Thomas Vanek from the Buffalo Sabres. That is a signature on it. I love it. Vanek was one of my favorites. Just what a grinder Vanek is. Or was. But anyways, yeah, he just worked his butt off with my best favorite Sabres logo ever. Working with the freaking black and red and silver. Love it. So that's fun. When I bought this, it was, they didn't explain how many or who was in it. It was, a lot sale mainly, I guess is how to say it, a box of them that were up for auction. And so far, I'm very happy with what I got. Cam Ward. Right now, I'm still thinking of that Vanek that has the signature. That's freaking awesome. I definitely do like these cards. So, I might have to invest in some boxes of these. Look at that, Jack Parise signature. So yeah, I'm going to have to look these up, find out whether or not I should be getting them graded. But that's part of the fun of the hobby, is doing the research, finding out what they are, who they are, what they're going for. That's why the game is fun. All right, and then a Jonathan Franzen that is signed. So anyways, I'm really happy with the signatures that came out of here. My favorites are probably the Vanek and the Peter Budaj, just because I am an Avalanche and a Sabres fan. And it's kind of a funny story. The reason I like the Avalanche is once they switched from being the Nordiques, that got them out of the Buffalo Sabres division. So I was following them the very first year they won the Cup. And then, I don't even know how many years later, all of a sudden I moved to Colorado. So now I'm a Avs fan. Also, well, I've always been an Avs fan since the move. And but now it's even closer to home, because I have made it home. So, but I still get back to Buffalo every once in a while and catch a game of the Sabres, which is always fun. Got a lot of games of the Avalanche here. So, yeah. But anyway. Alright. So that's what was in that MVP. And I'll get that protected. Alright, so then from the same buyer, what I did is he had a bunch of patches for sale. So, I couldn't resist. This is a game jersey. Joe Sakic, game jersey. Pretty stoked about that. Mainly it's just a white patch. But yeah, pretty happy with that one. So then there was a bunch of other that he had for sale. So what he was doing was he was doing these in kind of like a group lot where there would be 4 cards together with different players. So got a Haplin. Ended up getting a Tim Connolly. I like it. Working with my best, my favorite uniforms is the the black, red, and silvers, which they call him the Angry Goat Head, which is pretty funny. All right, Zetterberg. Never go wrong with Zetterberg. What a solid player, huh? And had a Chris Drury, which I was happy for also. And I like that it's the red, because there wasn't a whole lot of red on some of the jerseys. So yeah, Chris Drury, one of my favorites. Another grinder. Just worked his butt off, always. This is actually a MVP material, they call it. All right, where am I at here? And this one was nice because it was a two color MVP. So, like I said, kind of like cornering the market once in a while, I guess. Dan Coulter. That's pretty fun. And then Derek Roy, or Wah, but usually, I believe, if I remember right, he wanted his name pronounced Roy. And I forget who he got traded to. I think it was Vegas. And then I don't know where he went from them guys. And this was one that I definitely was hunting down. Rob Blake. One of my favorites ever. Between him and Adam Foote, some of the best hip checkers in the game ever. You watch some of their the back highlights of these guys, they used to put people in 360s with a hip check. I mean, they were just fun to watch. And yeah, so I definitely wanted my Rob Blake. Mike Dunham. Matthew Lombardi. But yeah, with these patch cards, that's really pretty neat. Different cards are different stuff, and some like this one here it's a used game jersey. So that means it was actually in an actual game, which then I haven't done the full research on pricing on any of this, But I know the used game jersey is worth more than just a material patch. Let's say that for an example. So some of them would be, uh, like promotional jerseys and different stuff that were added. But then used game jerseys actually pull a little bit more money, I believe. And so, yeah, I got to do a little bit more research on it. But boy, I sure think that they're fun. Chris Chelios, what a legend. Still kicking ass. Yeah, such fun. Valerie Burr. Alright, so here's the last one out of that purchase. But Ty Domi, one of my favorites. Some of the best fights ever was Ty Domi with Rob Ray from the Buffalo Sabres. These guys, if you get a chance, I don't even remember what the documentary name is, but it has these two talking about the battles that they had and fighting of the years of fights that they had, and what a rivalry. And so anyways, I don't remember what the name is, but if you look up Rob Ray Ty Domi documentary, it'll come up. And it's definitely worth a watch because these were some of the best fights I've ever seen throughout the years of me watching. So that's really special to me that I got a Domi. So, all right, happy days all.